everybody, and welcome back to World of Warships Legends. My name is Spartan Elite 43, and tonight we are back in the Yamato, and we have a special guest. We have Soviet and Tater back with us, and also, you may have noticed at the beginning of this video, we actually have a video sponsor for the first time on this channel. Few days ago, you may have noticed that I posted a video in my room where I showed the colorful lights on the roof and stuff. That was what this was. This is Superior Galaxy Light. Honestly, I really enjoy it. It's a good product. They sent me one in the mail. That's why I showed you guys that. I will not post things on here willy-nilly. I have declined a lot of people's offers for extra advertising on my channel. I generally just deal with what YouTube does, and I don't add extra. But when he came to me and said he would send me one and I could test it out and then let you guys know what I personally think, I was like, yeah, I'll give it a shot. So I'm going to leave a link down in the description below for you guys to go over and check out the website where you can pick it up. Also, I talked him into lowering the price, and it's actually affordable. So I hope you guys will go over and check it out if you like it. It's a pretty good system. It's nice for like ambience in the room. It's nice. It's also got 2 Bluetooth speakers attached to it, so you can use it for music and stuff like that. It also has USB on it, so if you have a USB drive that has a bunch of music on it, you can play that as well. I like it. It's a fun little thing. It's something I never knew I wanted until it showed up, and I was like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. It's not something that we're going to do all the time on the channel, so don't worry about that. It just came up, and I was like, sure, why not? I'll give it a shot. So we're in the Yamato, and we're on Greece, and this one is going to be one of those matches. Again, some matches you get into just end up being, for whatever reason, a stalemate. And Greece is one of those where you can get some really good results early on, especially catching people off guard. And unfortunately, we just don't have the best aim in the world in this situation. RNG kind of got us on that as well, but we are going to have a bit of a struggle here. Now, Soviet and Tater are both in Kurfurst, if I remember correctly, and I am in the Yamato. Now, we are going to get focused pretty heavily. We've got a Yamato straight out ahead. We also have a enemy Richelieu that's going to be coming up and being a pest. So, yeah, we're going to have a bit of a hard time. Now, you may have noticed that there's a Kurfurst about to run right into the side of my ship. I am slowing down, throwing it in reverse, trying to get out of his way. Unfortunately, this is what happens when an immovable object meets an unstoppable force. And yeah, a little bit of a hug. It's not that bad though. We were both taking active measures to try to avoid the collision, neither of us wanting to go around this corner. So we're going to try to focus down the enemy Yamato early on. But at these kinds of ranges, it's very difficult to hit consistently, especially a bow tanking opponent. Now the good news is, if we do hit, we're going to be getting deck penetrations because of the plunging fire. Now, I'm ready for this Richelieu. I'm like, dude, please. And he shows up, and he's like, yeah, I'll take it. Now, I was just as surprised as you were when I fired my guns at the side of a Richelieu and did no damage. I got 1 penetration for no damage. I got 1 overpin for no damage. And I got 1 ricochet for no damage. And I was a little bit peeved, if I'm honest. But then he goes into a bow tank, and I'm like, dude, I can literally shoot straight through the front of your ship. You don't bother me when you bow tank. So yeah, go ahead, stay bow tanking. Obviously, your belt armor was stronger than I gave you credit for, but your bow armor is definitely not. He fires back at us with armor piercing, which we laugh at because Yamato. There's very few things with 380mm guns that you got to worry about in a Yamato. Unless, of course, you're giving them a broadside, but we're not. So we literally don't have to worry about Richelieu, unless he does something where he starts firing high explosive. then it becomes a problem. Hello, Turpits. You are getting a little too close to our team, and there's the high explosive spam starting. But down goes Mr. Turpits. You do not get to pass go. You do not collect $200. You go straight to jail. Mogami, on the other hand, is also begging for it out there. But you can see I'm starting to get picked on a little bit. And there's Gross Kurfurst coming over to help. But I want to get rid of this Mogami. I apologize, I've been yawning. I'm trying not to like yawn into the microphone. But anyway, you can see that dispersion was god-awful. And now that we have the Richelieu out here spamming HE, we've got Yamato shooting us, we've got a Gross Kurfurst out here trying to throw us off. We need to start paying attention to these guys, because they are going to kill me if I don't do something about it to actively avoid some of the hits. Richelieu, because of your fire spam, you become public enemy number 1. We're going to shoot up into the turrets in hopes to knock out the turrets. Unfortunately, we do not succeed in knocking out the turrets. But we got a decent penetration. We were on fire 4 times there for just a moment, which is definitely not what you want. The way fires work in this game, they take a certain amount of your health per second, and if each fire gives you more of that. So I think it's 10% of your health per second? Am I wrong? Or is it 10% total each fire can burn if it burns all the way? But either way, you do not want to be on fire 4 times. And now that we've put that out, we're going to back around the corner a little bit. Try to avoid the HE spam from the Richelieu, as we can't seem to finish him off. And we're going to try to engage directly with this Gross Kurfurst. Now, I've been on the horn getting with my teammates saying, please, can somebody come over and take some hits? I have been beat up real bad. And Soviet's like, don't worry, I got this. And he goes full ham. Not gonna lie. I was expecting somebody to pull up and at least help. He goes full on all the way and just throws himself out there, which is definitely not a good plan. But I admire his courage. And at least I get to survive a little bit longer. We only have 20,000 hit points, but it's a domination, guys. And what do we have? We have the cap advantage. We have capture point Charlie and capture point Alpha, which means we're winning this match. Even if we're getting our butts kicked, we're still winning the match. So, as long as we can hold these guys and keep them from capping, we should be able to pull this off. Now, like I said, Soviet went full ham. He's in trouble. He's getting beat up. There is another Yamato, and it is inside Bravo right now. And he's basically giving him way too much broadside. That's one of the downsides of the Gross Kurfurst, is the fact that, hey, we finally finished off the HE spamming piece of garbage. Anyway, as one of the downsides of the Gross Kurfurst is the fact that its rear turrets have horrendous firing angles, meaning you have to give a stupid amount of broadside in order to get those guns involved. And unfortunately, Soviet goes down. Now, the enemy is trying to capture Charlie. I cannot allow this. So I can see he's sitting just inside the base, so he's not trying to leave. But we are going to send some 18 inches of love his direction. Just try to get him out of that base. We cannot afford to have him capturing the base. We only hit him with 1 shell. But these are 18-inch guns. Oh, never mind. We hit him again. He has no health left. All we got to do is reach out and touch him one more time, and that'll be the end of him. He is trying to, like, capture the base, but at some point you got to realize we're not going to let you capture it. You got to preserve your life. But luckily for us, he does not. And wait for it. Oh, he's already gone. Never mind. I was going to say the Vladdy got him. Never mind. But we are pushing back forward. There is a Gross Kurfurst out here giving us way more broadside than he should. And so, in true Spartan fashion, we're going to reach out and touch him. for it. Come on, baby. Oh, God, slow down, slow down. There's a Yamato around the corner. Pow! We got a good hit on him, but slow the down. There's a Yamato waiting to delete me. Please do not go around this corner. I am trying my best to not sir right now and run straight into the island, but it is refusing. And I have 10,000 hit points left. I do not have any heals left. I am trying my darndest to not get obliterated right now. And oh my God, here they come! Fire the guns! Oh my God, 2,300, no, 3,800 damage. But Will to Rebuild is active. Now this is the first time that we've actually been able to see Will to Rebuild on my channel. And I gotta say, I'm a fan. Did you see that? We were down to 3,800 hit points and suddenly we're back up to 13,000 hit points. And I originally thought when they did this that it was going to be a one-time thing. No! As long as I'm right next to a teammate right now, there is going to be constantly trying to put me back up to 20% of my total health. Which is a huge advantage. But the enemy is also taking advantage of such things if they get into that situation. But as you can see, we're back up to 18,000 hit points again. And we don't have any more heals. Like, this is an amazing perk. Will to Rebuild as a battleship captain is a must if you can get it. So keep that in mind. That is an absolutely fantastic legendary perk. And yeah, I'm definitely a fan. Now here we're trying to get the shot of dreams over the island, just not quite able to pull it off while that Yamato was broadside over there. And then of course Kurfurst once again making himself an example, just begging for it, absolutely begging for it. And with this angle, I should be able to remove him from existence. Wait for it. Shot out. And come on, baby. God, the horrendous dispersion. I know technically we should be dead, but good lord. And he does no damage to us. We've got ourselves pretty well protected at this point, only taking damage when we want to take damage. But notice the points. We have doubled their points because we have 2 caps. So as long as our guys can stay alive, and as long as we stay close to one another, it's going to be real hard to remove us. As the Vladdy comes back for some more, giving, again, the most disgusting... Oh my God, that dispersion looks pretty good! Pow! Oh! It was a good hit. It was a good hit, but not what I was expecting. We aimed a little too far forward on that shot. Should have hit a little more midship, and we would have probably got some citadels, but unfortunately didn't work out. Now, the enemy is starting to try to push up on us, which they should have been doing a long time ago. We have been able to whittle them down quite a bit. So, as you can see, I'm reaching out touching the Vladdy because why not? I mean, he's the only one that is giving me anything to shoot at. And I don't really want to pull out in front of a Kurfurst and 2 Yamatos. That's just me, though. Maybe I'm crazy. I've already taken a lot of those. Now, the Vladdy out here has to turn because of the torpedoes. We're going to go ahead and place the shells out there. And come on, baby! We get another nasty hit. And that is going to be his death. We took just enough off of him so that when the Kagero hit him with a torp, he died. So we're up to 114,000 damage done. We're winning the match handily. The only way we lose this is if they kill us. And so we're not about to let that happen. There are 2 ships in front of me and 1 ship trying to flank around the right side of the island. I'm going to put myself in position to intercept this guy when that happens. Now you can see I'm trying to avoid my teammate. Sorry, Tater. Much apologies. I was expecting the Yamato to try to push around this corner and I would delete him. Just absolutely delete him. But he's smarter than that. However, the Yamato with all of the health is not. He is going to push up a little too far and he is going to give us an absolute beautiful shot. The only downside is this island is going to, unfortunately, get in the way. because we have an absolutely beautiful shot right here. This is beautiful. And a few of those rounds get absorbed by the island, which is not what you want. And he gets absolutely tagged by the Yamato on the other side. Or maybe it was the Vladdy. Vladdy actually hit him. Sorry. So the Vladdy hits him. It is now 3 versus 4. And this Yamato has 10 seconds left in the match to try to kill all of us. And unfortunately for him, he's not going to succeed. We destroy one of his front guns, and we leave him with just enough to survive, unfortunately. But I think we did a pretty solid game there. We got to showcase the will to rebuild for the first time. We ended up 3rd on the team, 2,000 base XP, two kills. At one point, we got all the way down to like 3,800 health left. So, pretty solid showing. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.